Dion's been helping out, and Zach, who's off sick, but as you'll see later, he's still taking some part in this demo. So the goal for this week for us has been to capture availability and performance data from Catchpoint, which is our monitoring tool we use, put that in a database and create an internal status page, which we can sort of put up around the office for people to see with anything we want on there. A public status page, which will have our availability metrics, and that's something that's obviously going to be more available later in the year. It's going to take a little bit more work. And also a world map that actually shows some of that performance data globally, which is quite cool to show the data.
Cool. So we focused this week on what we've actually done is, number one, get the data from Catchpoint. Catchpoint handily have an API, though we soon discovered there are quite a few restrictions on the number of calls you can make a minute, how much data you can get back, and the time range of the data you can get. So we settled on 5 minutes, and that gets us 15 minutes of data. So we have an overlapping, ongoing amount of data. We extended that as well, and this was a Python script that we wrote to back populate the data. So we've gone back to the start of the year, so we have some historical data to play with. Step number 2 is putting it into a database. We spent probably the whole first day designing the database, and then putting it into 2 separate databases, which I can only explain away by the fact we have 3 DBAs on the team. So we had the data, and it's quite good design, so it's generic, so we can add in additional sources like Redshift or something like that, but still extensible, so we can put specific data like the Catchpoint nodes.
Yeah.
And the third point was to display the data, so we've done that in a couple of different ways.
And also, yeah, the data is available to use other tools to pull data as we wish as time goes on. So this is kind of a tool, statuspage.io, which Neil was playing around with, so we use this to post some of the data to. This would be kind of an internal tool. So it had some inbuilt components which plug into some third-party services, which is quite cool. So you can enable those, and they kind of tell you how these third-party services are working, whether they're up, which is good. But then, obviously, this is our availability performance data from the database, which we're posting onto here, and we can see sort of in graphical form, and we can put whatever data we want on there. So that would be something internally. Externally, this is just an image that Tim Etheridge put together quickly for us. This would maybe something that our public status page would look like. Not like that, but that just gives you an idea what we're kind of aiming for.
And finally, Zach's been working on just putting it all on a global map so we can see.
There's that.